Bitcoin is already seeing a small bounce, like I have been saying in my previous videos, guys. And in today's video, I will show you how Bitcoin basically looks on the weekly time frame. And I will also show you why I think the chances are more likely for Bitcoin right now to bounce to the upside rather than to break down to the downside. So guys, let's jump straight into it. If you like this kind of content, make sure to smash up the like button. If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below. Yeah, let's just dive into it. And as you guys know, I've been quite optimistic about Bitcoin in the past couple of days. I know the price action is slightly moving sideways, but in general I think Bitcoin will go up from here, and I will show you all the reasons that I think why that basically is. And I want to start off with the FTX FUD, with the exchange that collapsed, right, which might be one of the biggest exit scams in history. Everybody talks like in the news, oh, it's so sad for SBF, but in the end, it looks like it was planned all along. But yeah, that aside, a lot of people has been hurt by this exchange collapse or by this big exit scam, which created a capitulation event, right? So we had this drop to the downside, and we had also a massive amount of volume coming along with that drop. And normally when we are seeing such an amount of volume, and I think on this chart it's not even the best visible chart, but if you look at the Coinbase volume, it was the highest volume ever reached. So it was even higher than that we have seen at the capitulation during March 2020, which was a huge capitulation event, right? What we are normally seeing, guys, after such a capitulation, so for example, we can see it here as well. We can also see it here. This was a small capitulation. We often bounce. Like, this doesn't really look like a bounce, but this is definitely a bounce. And here we can also see this was a bounce, and here we had a capitulation as well, and then we moved sideways, limited downside, and we bounced quite heavily. Right here we had massive capitulation, and we also went up. Right here we also had massive capitulation, but we went down. But this is a different situation, guys, because we came from an uptrend and had a blow off top. This is the other way around. So we came from a downtrend and had a capitulation event, right? So that is basically how you should look at these situations, because it works as a reversal. A high spike in volume, like a massive reading, like we are seeing right here, is showing us that we've hit a certain extreme. And most of the time, the trend tends to shift at a certain extreme. Then guys, let's have a look at some other signals. Before we are going into those signals, I want to announce right now that you can actually sign up for Will Alerts right now. If you go to the Will Portal website, you go to the menu, you click over on Will Alerts, and here you can sign up already for Will Alerts. These images are links to exchanges where you can sign up. Once you have signed up, you've deposited, and you are an active trader, you can select right here the exchange that you have registered to. I would highly recommend you to do it in Bybit, because Bybit just has the biggest rewards, has the most proof of funds, and is for sure the most established exchange out there. So I think Bybit is the best exchange. You can share your user ID, you can share your email address, you can share your Telegram handle, then you can click on sign up, and then we will get back to you once we verified that you are an active trader on one of these platforms. So guys, if you are interested in that, you can right now sign up for Will Alerts at willportal.com. Then let's go back to Bitcoin. And I've been drawing, and we are still looking at the weekly time frame, to be honest, and I've been drawing a descending channel right here, and this descending support is something that I already been talking about this potential falling wedge formation. Why did we do it like this? This could be a potential falling wedge, but I think these channels are most of the time very, very significant. And that's also one reason why I think Bitcoin can bounce on these levels, is that we have a declining support which already has been created since 2021. It was resistance back then, and we've bounced so far every time off that support once we touched it, and just with this last liquidation event we also touched it. Of course, the situation could also be slightly different, that we still touch it and then go up from here, but it looks basically that things are starting to look good for Bitcoin, because when we have a look at some different signals, guys, and this is the relative strength index, We see a downtrend, a resistance right here, and we broke above that resistance. Here we broke above that resistance, and right now we are back testing that resistance as support. So that is also going to be this week that we could be seeing a bounce, because we are testing the former resistance created in January of 2021 right now as support after a breakout. So when we broke, we didn't got that much momentum in the price, no, but we came down, and right now we are testing it in the relative strength index. So that could be a nice setup for a long. And also on the MACD, we can see that we broke the declining resistance right here, which shows us that we might get some bullish momentum over on the MACD. We are seeing Orion's belt going up as well. So I think this is all not looking too bearish. And when we have a look at Will Portal, then we can also see that the funding rates remain negative. And this is a signal that I've been sharing with you guys. The moment that the average funding fee remains negative, I'm going to be biased that the price is going to go up and that the downside is limited. And this is not it's not important to look at the funding rates individually, because you gotta look at the average funding fee. This takes the most important funding rates from different exchanges and calculates the average. That is the important metric right here, not these funding rates separately. So as long as the average funding fee is negative, I again will say that my bias right here is definitely to the upside. Also, one thing that we can point out, which is actually quite funny, is when we go to we want to bring out the hash ribbons. That one is right here, and let's go to a daily time frame, because I don't know why, but on a weekly time frame we can't really see it. We had a buy signal over on the hash ribbon some time ago right here, and we can see that the price actually moves sideways, slightly down. But what we often see also, guys, is after the hash rate seeing such an increase, we often don't see the price breaking a structure to the downside, but actually the opposite. We are seeing the price following the hash rate eventually. So that's another reason why I think the price most likely is going to go up from here. Then if we were to go on the daily time frame where we are looking at right now, and we just bring out the relative strength index, we can also see that we have a bullish divergence. So we set a lower low in the price, but we actually set a higher low in the relative strength index. And we came from oversold conditions. This is another signal showing us that the bearish momentum might be running out of steam right here, and that Bitcoin is ready to move up from here. So there's such a lot of things lining up for Bitcoin moving to the upside. Also, the capitulation event of FTX breaking down, right, was a huge event. It impacted the price, but I think everything that comes now is already calculated or priced in, because think about it. What needs to happen right now in order to get another breakdown? Because we already had one of the biggest exchanges breaking down, so what do we need more? You know, if we want to have another leg down, should Binance collapse? Like something like that, like a really crazy thing should basically happen to get that more panic and fear. So I think there was just a lot of panic and fear in the markets, created this capitulation event. It might not be the exact bottom, however, it's still possible, but it looks like shorter term time frame we want to go up. Then I want to go with you guys to the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame looks like I've been discussing in my video yesterday. That is that we could be seeing a W formation, and we don't need the relative strength index for that. Let me zoom in on the price. Let me show you guys the levels again that we are watching. So a W formation looks like this. We come from a downtrend, we form a double bottom, and then we go back up. We have a neckline right now where we have some resistance. I can make a zone right here. That is starting at roughly 16,900, going up to 17,000. Let's say 17,100, 17,100 is an important level as well. If we can decisively break above this zone and then flip this level into support, that could be a nice sign in the shorter term time frame that Bitcoin is climbing the ladder to the upside. Another important level to break is of course the high right here of this range, which is at roughly 17,600. if we can break above that, guys, I definitely think that the next major level above us is going to be this zone right here. And this zone has been acting as support in this range right here, and this could be a nice resistance level, and that would be, depending on which chart you are looking at, but that zone would start at roughly 18,800, 18,900. But this could be different on different charts depending on which exchange you are looking at, because we are seeing now and then a divergence, but structure-wise, it will be the former support of this range that could flip into resistance. And if Bitcoin really wants to become more bullish, we need to flip this level into support. If we do that, guys, it actually is possible that we have seen the 4-year cycle low right now. However, if we just come up right here and we get rejected, or we break above it and then lose it again, then that is a bearish signal. So those are the signals you want to be watching. But in the shorter term time frame right now, it looks like Bitcoin first want to go up right here. And the first levels to watch is 17.1k, afterwards 17.5, 17.6. Break above that one is going to be 18.8, 18.9. And that is going to be a crucial level. Of course, we can also still use the fib level from the top till the bottom and see if there's any confluence right here. Let me bring out some more levels. We got the half, this one, all very important. So then we can see that we have some Fibonacci levels. Let me check if they are based on log scale. No, they should be based on log scale. So what you can see is that we have some Fibonacci levels, actually some confluence with the 61.80%, because that one is slightly aligning with that former support, right? We can actually increase this zone as well up to $19,000, but we can just see that $19,000 is a very important level for Bitcoin. So that is also going to be what I'm watching right here. If Bitcoin can come up, touch 19,000, or at least this zone, and will get rejected, I would say there is a possibility that Bitcoin is still going to see new lows. The moment we can break above this level and flip this level into support, that shows that there's evidence that this move might not be a retracement move, but that it might be an impulsive move, which could be the start of a new uptrend. So guys, that is basically what I'm watching right now. Like I said in my previous videos, and like I am saying today, I still think the short-term direction for Bitcoin is going to be to the upside. That will change if the average funding fee turns positive. Okay, so when this is changing positive, I will definitely become more bearish. We also see that the Bitcoin that are being withdrawn from exchanges is slowing down. That is also a good sign, I would say, because that is showing that the bank runs on exchanges is just slowing down. So that is all okay, and that is basically what I'm watching right now on the Bitcoin price. Guys, if you are interested in will alerts, make sure to check out this page, sign up on one of these exchanges. If you are already signed up, under my affiliate link down below, you can just submit your user ID and we will reach out to you, and you will be invited to join this Telegram channel, which in first will be a beta version, and once it is finalized, you won't be able to join anymore with just signing up by an exchange. We will charge a monthly fee for that. So that is just important to note. Right now, it's still an opportunity for you to join this product or to join this service for free just by being an active trader on one of these exchanges. And we will assess whether you're an active trader. So if you just create an account and submit your user ID, that is not going to do it. You really have to be an active trader. So that's also, you need probably some time to prove yourself. If you just sign up, you deposit something, you also won't be it won't be a valid argument yet. You gotta be an active trader, because we just want to have a small group of active traders in this community. We want to help to basically take the next step in their trading game. Right now, still for free, but later on, once this is more finalized and we got feedback and things work properly, then yeah, we will going to charge a monthly fee for that. But that monthly fee, guys, will only be for the growth of the Will Portal platform. That is the most important thing to know. Every business got to have a revenue model, because that revenue got to be reinvested, and that's exactly what we want to do. So if you're interested, go to willportal.com. This is the scenario that I'm watching with Bitcoin. If you like this video, drop a thumbs up. If you are new, make sure to subscribe. Guys, I want to wish all of you an awesome day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video.